It was a dark, lonely, and terrifying place. I felt an icy chill deep within my bones. Yet my body trembled as if needles were pricking every inch of my skin. A relentless, pounding sound echoed around me, growing louder and louder like a drum signaling the approach of something sinister. But there was no escape. I was suffocating, caught between a searing heat that scorched my soul and a biting cold that pierced my heart. My eyes were heavy with tears, blurring my vision, and I was lost, searching desperately for a way out. But every path seemed blocked, every glimmer of hope extinguished. For a brief, fragile moment, everything stopped. The chaos retreated, and silence enveloped me, as if the world had finally paused to take a breath. I felt a gentle, warm presence, a comforting cloud that cradled me, whispering the promise of peace. It was like a glimmer of hope, a fleeting touch of joy that made me believe, just for a moment, that things could be different. But then it was gone, slipping away as quickly as it came, leaving me stranded once more in that cold, dark, and lonely place. I felt like I was trapped on a cruel, endless roller coaster, tossed mercilessly between light and darkness, never finding solid ground. I longed to stay in the light, to feel its warmth wash over me. But something kept pulling me back, dragging me deeper into the shadows, where fear and despair held me captive. I kept asking myself, when will it end? How long could I survive in this place of despair, of uncertainty that suffocated my every breath? I needed to run, to break free, to find the light that I knew was out there waiting for me. I couldn't let this darkness consume me any longer. I refused to lose myself in this endless night, where every step felt heavier, every heartbeat a painful reminder of the emptiness I was fighting against. I was ready to fight, to push through the pain, to claw my way out of this abyss and find my way to peace, to joy, to comfort, things I had almost forgotten how to feel. And then, through the haze, I saw it. A faint, glowing sign that pierced the fog like a beacon. It read, peace, joy, happiness. And it felt like a lifeline. A promise calling me forward. Without a second thought, I ran toward it, desperate to cleanse myself of the pain, the trauma, the burdens that had weighed down my heart for so long. I was ready to embrace the light, to find the peace I had been longing for, to finally let go of everything that had held me captive in that dark place. As I ran towards the sign, emotions surged within me, raw and overwhelming. Memories of all the times I had felt invisible, of every silent scream for help that went unanswered, came flooding back, crashing over me like waves. The weight of it all threatened to pull me under once more, to drag me back into the dark. But this time, I wasn't going to let it. I closed my eyes, took a deep, trembling breath, and reached for that light with everything I had left. It wasn't just about surviving anymore. It was about reclaiming my right to live, to feel joy, to breathe freely without the shadows pressing down on my chest. I wanted to remember what it felt like to be whole, to be seen, to be free. With every step I took toward that light, I could feel the chains around my heart begin to loosen, one by one, as if they too were finally letting go. It wasn't easy. Some days I could still feel the familiar cold creeping back in, whispering that I wasn't strong enough, that I didn't deserve this peace. But I had seen the light, felt its warmth, and that was enough to give me the strength to keep moving forward. I realized that the darkness didn't define me. It was just a part of my journey, a storm that I had weathered, even when I thought it would break me. And for the first time, I understood that I could rise above it. I could choose to see beauty, to find peace, and to let the light guide me to a place where my soul could finally rest. I wasn't perfect, and the journey wasn't over, but I was finally willing to see that I was worthy of that light, that I deserved to find joy, to hold onto it, and to let it heal me. The shadows might still linger, but they no longer controlled me. I was choosing to live, to love, and to find my way back to myself. One step, one breath, one moment at a time.